So in this video, we're going to be speaking about these emojis and just why Willow could actually be a pretty big liar. So Minitoon recently tweeted out these images. Now, this one is going to be an oncoming police car. The next one is going to be police cars revolving light. The next one is a ninja. And the next one is going to be, it's not told me yet. It's still not told me yet. Yeah, it's still not told me yet. It's meant to be a picture frame anyway, okay? And we're going to be getting into what these emojis could mean, and I think I've got a pretty decent idea. I have been conferring with my specialist, JB Bolter. Yes, of course, you guessed it. And he thinks that I could be on the correct lines here. So this is going to be an extremely interesting video, and we're going to see what you guys think about my theory. But first, of course, as always, if you are new around here, then why not consider subscribing? It's most definitely free, and you can always change your mind later on down the line. Also, if you would like to join my Roblox group on Roblox, then just head down into the description of this video, and there will be a link for you guys to join. I believe there's about 2,000 something members now, which is insane. Okay, I've had to get comfy, okay? So let's get into this. So Minitoon tweeted out the police cars, a siren, a ninja, and also a picture frame. Now, where do we know that there is a police car? Yes, you guessed it, of course, the alley. Now, what other map would you guys say that links with the alleys? Now, there is something pretty interesting in these emojis, and that is the fact that we had a picture frame. And yes, we actually had this whole secret when we had the alleys, that the gallery was right next to the alleys. Now, why is that? Well, that is because that there could be something that's going to actually, interlink with this next upcoming distorted chapter. Of course, this distorted chapter is coming up this weekend, and we're going to get to play as one of two characters, and we're going to be getting into what these one of two characters are going to be. Now, we know that Willow is pretty shifty, and we know that she's pretty shifty because of the way that she acted as we opened that final door towards the end of the alleys chapter. You literally see her hurdling through that corridor and literally just hop straight up into that thing. So she knows her ways around a bit of karate, does old Willow. But I do have a theory actually interlinking all of these things together here. Now, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to read out my message that I sent to JB Bolter. I feel like that's just going to be the best way to describe this, okay? So, considering the gallery was right next to the alleys, what if Willow was covering up for someone stealing? She said she was stealing food or something for her family, but she had no family around her. And I'm just going to say this, it's because that William obviously disappeared, as well as Daisy, and her parents got taken away. So that is the point that I tried to make at the beginning of this video, that Willow could actually be quite the liar here. There's no family around her to actually be providing food for. William and the parents had all gone, just as I had mentioned, so I bet that there's going to be something to do with Rash stealing or something and Willow taking the blame for it. For example, they go to the gallery and they steal a painting for whatever reason. It then comes back, and that's the reason why we arrest Willow, and then Rash comes along and he's like, no, don't do it, we're going to save you, Willow, don't take the blame for this. But Willow does decide to take the blame for whatever reason. So the fact that we have a police car and a siren, of course this has something to do with the alleys. I think that we're going to be going back to the alleys here to actually try and figure out just exactly what did happen in that chapter. It was still quite the mishmash, and I still don't believe that we actually finally got the final kind of reason as to what actually happened there. And again, like I said, I feel like the ninja is something to do with Willow and potentially Rash. I feel like those two were working together, and then they stole some painting out of the gallery, which is hence why the reason as to why Willow did actually try to take the blame for Rash, and that's the reason why Willow then got arrested. Does that sound far-fetched? I don't know, but I think that it's actually pretty decent that they both interlock with each other here. But of course, as always, I would love to know, what do you guys think about this in the comments section down below. Let me know your theories as to what you guys reckon that the bonus chapters are going to be. Like I said, you are going to get to play as one of two characters here, and I'm pretty certain that you're going to have to play as Willow. It's either going to be Willow and Pony or Willow and Rash. Again, we still don't know an awful lot about Rash. He was there at the beginning, we never really found out too much about him, but we are literally missing out on so many characters here. Minitoon has so much to actually, get everything done in the next coming chapters or so. We've got William, we've got Mrs. P, we've got Rash, we've got Daisy, we've got Willow's parents, we've got Leo the Lion, which is another one that I'm really interested in because he's been hinted quite a little bit and he's just still never came out here. So I'm still interested to see what these characters are actually going to have to do in the future of Piggy, and surely they can't all turn up in chapters as well. But I'm sure that we are going to find out on Saturday. There are going to be more videos up on the channel this week, so again, if you aren't around here, then make sure to subscribe to the channel. We will also be playing this brand new chapter on, I think it's Saturday that this is coming out, so I'll be playing that, I'll be uploading that also, and then there will be a few more predictions and theories coming out next week. So with that being said, guys, thank you all for joining. If you could be using star code Antixx when you are buying Robux or Premium, I would love that. Honestly, that would be amazing, okay? But anyway, thank you all for joining. We shall see you guys in the next one.